This is the Soulard district in St. Louis, Missouri, one of the oldest neighborhoods in the city, rich in cultural heritage, beginning with a marketplace that dates back to the 1790s that is still standing today. Welcome back. Stephanie and I decided to go to St. Louis this week for our kind of vacation time just to get away from things, and we got to see a lot of the city. That Soulard neighborhood was so amazing. It was just really refreshing. It has so much character, and it has a completely different vibe than other cities like Kansas City that I've been in, and we had a great time. Even though it's a really old neighborhood, it's not run down. It's been really well kept. The thing that jumped out at me the most was just how much brick there is there. I've never seen so much red brick in my whole life. The houses are brick, the businesses are brick, the sidewalks are brick. It is literally Brick City. We did also do the stuff, that you're supposed to do in St. Louis. Like we went to the Arch, which I love architecture, so that was a lot of fun for me. And it was a great learning experience, too. They have a museum downstairs that's definitely worth spending the time to see. The view from the top of the Arch is incredible, of course. You can see the river on one side and the Capitol building on the other. And if you look down here, all of those little tiny ants, those are people. It's high up. We got to see City Museum, which if you're not familiar with that, it is a museum, but it's like a living work of art. It's a massive building, at least 10 stories, more than that, I'm sure. And the entire thing is made from reclaimed materials from the city, 100-year-old buildings and things like that. And whoever designed the exhibits in there did an incredible job. I don't want to spoil too much of it for you, but there's so much there. I don't know how you could. Amazing the way they incorporated the heart of the city into an interactive adult and kid museum that you can climb on and jump through, and you could spend all day there and probably never see it all. And of course, if you're in St. Louis, you might as well go to the zoo, right? It was there that I met the happiest little bear I've ever seen in my life. Watching him jump up and down and splash in the water with his nose inches away from this glass. The only thing separating him and all the school kids is that 2-inch thick glass barrier, and I'm not sure who was more excited, the kids or the bear. While we were there, we stayed at an Airbnb in the Soulard neighborhood, and wow, it really gave us the opportunity to kind of feel what it's like to actually be in that city, kind of like to live in it, to be able to walk out your front door and see all of this stuff and go get coffee right next door and right up the road, any kind of food you want, Mexican food, barbecue. It was really a neat experience. One of my favorite things was actually I got to ride one of the Lime scooters, and we don't have those around here. There's none of that even close to me, and I just love electric toys and things like that, gas-powered, electric-powered, whatever. I'm totally into it, and so being able to get on that, just walk outside and grab one, and I mean, they hit like 18 miles an hour, so you could see a ton of the city all at once. Now, I know that there's always a downside to things, and that, with Airbnb, it can create housing shortages, and with scooters it can create clutter, and with zoos it's animals in cages. But to be completely honest, I think that those things do so much more good in the world than what they do harm. And maybe I would feel differently if I lived elsewhere or something, but I thought it was fantastic, and I highly recommend all of those. Something else I highly recommend if you're in the St. Louis area is Park Avenue Coffee. Wow, Stephanie and I are both total coffee lovers, and we like to try as many as we can. And we tried some, that were they were okay, but my favorite bean from that place that we tried is actually a decaf coffee. I know, but just listen, trust me. I like to have decaf coffee at night for dessert and things like that. You know, we don't drink a ton of caffeine, and it's so hard to find good decaf coffee. And it was amazing. I'm telling you, it was the Colombian decaf blend that they had there is better than the non-decaf. It's like they roast it differently, like it's a little bit darker roast, and you would never ever know that it is a decaf. It is the only cup of decaf coffee I ever had that rivals Dutch Brothers. If Dutch Brothers, if you don't know, started in Oregon in Grants Pass. You can only order the bags off the internet or go to Grants Pass, even though they have a million locations, and it is a life-changing event to have their coffee. But this right here, specifically that decaf, rivals that. And oh my gosh, it is just so rich and roasty. We did also try Italian on the Hill, which is another neighborhood there, and surprisingly, it lived up to the hype. I didn't eat a bad meal while I was there, but that really stood out. The barbecue, we should have picked a different barbecue place, but other than that, it was all pretty outstanding. But enough about that. I just wanted to let you know that, I'm back. Not quite ready to charge into more videos, well, other than this, obviously, just yet, but I'm getting close. I got to catch up on some other stuff from, just get out of the weeds from everything that was going on with my family. And I want to say, guys, I've seen all of the comments on my other video when I was updating you about the situation with Mom and everything, and I really appreciate it. You just knowing that people care and that they're praying for us and things like that. It's refreshing. I'm overwhelmed by the response, and thank you very much for that. Also, super thanks to you guys who have been reviewing my products. I mentioned that a while back, and I have also noticed you. I didn't mention it before just because I haven't had a chance, but thank you for doing that. Those of you that have been getting on my website and on eBay and doing the reviews, I have noticed that. Thank you for that. I'm going to try to, get the clutter cleared from my shop, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks start really hammering out some videos. So looking forward to that. Thanks for watching. Good lucks.